Here, in the tranquil heart of Goa, India, lies a village. A place where time itself seems to slow and nature quietly takes center stage. This documentary is not about crocodiles. It is part of the series The Village of Birds, Carambolim. Amidst its calm waters and lush greenery, the birds arrive, each one a marvel of adaptation and beauty. This documentary invites us to witness their world, a delicate balance of song, flight, and survival, unfolding in this serene nature in India. Here, within the embrace of nature, life reveals itself in remarkable ways. A pair of Malabar pied hornbills have arrived, their presence a spectacle of grace and vitality. Today, they seem in high spirits, their movements and calls resonating with joy. In this simple act of arrival, nature reminds us of its power to summon beings of extraordinary beauty, creatures whose existence enriches the tapestry of the wild. With a piercing call, Brahmini kite summons its mate, a cry that echoes across the landscape. This moment, simple yet profound, reveals the timeless struggle of hunger and survival. A black drongo quenching its thirst on the nectar of the flower, a simple act, yet one that reveals the intimate bond between bird and bloom. High in the canopy, the golden-fronted leaf bird rests upon a slender branch. Its emerald plumage glimmers in the light as it surveys the forest below, pausing to smooth its feathers with deliberate care. Perched upon a high branch, the white-cheeked barbet makes its familiar call, a resonant note that drifts through the canopy, perhaps a message carried to its mate nearby. On an open perch, the kingfisher sits in quiet repose, its feathers sleek and settled after a satisfying meal. At the edge of the branch, the red-whiskered bulbul calls with vibrant energy, its notes carrying through the trees as if in careful conversation. Today, the Malabar gray hornbill reveals itself among the branches, its presence unmistakable as it surveys the forest with solemn grace. Unlike the rock pigeon, the feral pigeon has become a creature of the modern city, adapting with remarkable resilience to the shifting habitats shaped by human progress. Swaying gently with the branches, the golden-fronted leaf-bird rides the breeze, its emerald form carried in rhythm with the wind's playful touch. Crowning the bill of the Indian gray hornbill lies a dark, bony casque, larger in the male, serving both as a striking signal and as a chamber that carries its resonant calls across the forest. Clinging to the narrow bark, the black-rumped flameback probes with precision, busily seeking out insects hidden within the wood. In the shallows of the village wetlands, the spoonbill advances with deliberate grace. Its broad bill sweeps from side to side, feeling for life beneath the surface. At the faintest touch, it snaps shut, an ancient rhythm of feeding perfected for murky waters. In the wetlands, some painted stork have lowered itself into an unusual crouch. Its long legs fold neatly beneath its body, a rare posture among waders, an elegant pause in the rhythm of its day. At the lake's edge, a pair of Malabar gray hornbills sit side by side, their gray forms poised together in quiet companionship. In the trees of Mount One near the lake, a little cormorant and an oriental darter are perched, basking in the sun over the still waters. At the boundary of the lake, a white-throated kingfisher perches among the trees, its vivid plumage standing out against the quiet greenery. Back among the village trees, a Brahmini kite holds its perch high at the treetop, while in the shaded woods nearby, the black-rumped flameback makes its presence known. The orange minivet and vigor's sunbird emerges in a sudden flash of color, its presence revealed against the green of the forest. As the breeze stirs the branches, the golden-fronted leaf-bird and sunbird sway with delight, carried effortlessly by the wind's playful rhythm. Nearby, a white-browed bulbul rests quietly upon its perch, while the Lotan's sunbird flits busily among the foliage in search of nectar and insects.
Adaptation, thriving in fields, gardens, and bustling towns alike. This versatile predator seizes insects, reptiles, and even small birds, flourishing far from rivers and lakes. In gardens and woodlands across Asia, the oriental magpie robin makes its presence known. Perched boldly on a branch or rooftop, its tail flicks upright as it releases a cascade of melodious notes. With its crimson crest raised, black-rumped flameback rattles out a call that reverberates through the trees. This woodpecker, undeterred by the bustle of towns, chisels into bark with tireless rhythm, a master craftsman thriving at the edge of human life. High in the trees, the orange-breasted green pigeon reveals itself in a sudden flash of color. The male gleams with an orange breast and powder blue nape, while his mate blends quietly into the foliage. Together they forage with calm precision, plucking figs and berries. At dawn, the Asian coal fills the air with its ringing, repetitive call, a sound that echoes across forests and villages. Between its cries, it slips into fruiting trees, plucking red berries with deliberate ease, its presence revealed as much by its feast as by its voice. In the sunlit canopy, the golden-fronted leaf-bird gleams like a shard of emerald, its throat flashing golden as it calls. Restless and nimble, it darts among blossoms and leaves, chasing insects with dazzling agility. In the open fields and village edges, the jungle myna makes itself at home. Sleek and dark with a flash of yellow at its bill, it hops boldly among branches and rooftops, its chatter rising above the hum of daily life. The white-throated kingfisher's plumage blazes with chestnut and sapphire, while its piercing calls echo across the landscape. In the dappled light of the canopy, the common Iora flits restlessly among the branches, its bright yellow plumage flashing as it searches for insects. Close by, the red-vented bulbul perches with confidence, its dark crest and crimson vent catching the eye. Perched quietly on a sunlit branch, the spotted dove rests with gentle composure, its soft cooing blending into the stillness of the grove. High above, the black-hooded oriole flashes through the canopy, a blaze of yellow and black moving swiftly among the leaves. In the fading light, the bronze drongo perches with a metallic sheen that glimmers like polished steel. Agile and fearless, it darts from its branch to snatch insects midair, a small bird with the poise of a predator. Skimming low across open skies, the eastern red-rumped swallow pauses between swift flights to rest with quiet elegance. Perched lightly on a wire, the swallow shows its chestnut rump against the green forest. Perched among the foliage, the white-browed bulbul reveals its subtle charm. On a leafy perch, the white-cheeked barbet pauses to clean its feathers, glances about with watchful eyes, and then lifts into the air, vanishing into the canopy with a steady beat of wings. Amid the trees, orange-breasted green pigeons gather in quiet grace. A juvenile, softer in hue, clings close to adults, learning the gentle art of living. In the quiet of a nearby village, an osprey perches upon a wire, its fierce eyes scanning the ground below. High in the canopy, the Nilgiri flowerpecker clings to a branch, deftly piercing a ripe fruit and sipping its sweetness before flitting away and coming back. At the treetop, a few chestnut-tailed starlings sit close together, their pale heads catching the light as they watch the world below with
chestnut-tailed starling gleams in the sunlight, a sentinel of the skies. High above the treetops, the common iora gleams in sunlight, its bright plumage a beacon against the sky. Later, it slips into the canopy, weaving through leaves with quiet grace, a jewel hidden in green. On a quiet branch, the shikra sits alert, its sharp gaze sweeping back and forth as if measuring every movement in the forest around it. In the canopy, the white-cheeked barbet busily forages among ripening fruits, its stout beak deftly plucking treasures from the branches. Perched on a slender vertical branch, the golden-fronted leaf bird flicks its head back and forth, scanning the forest with restless, jewel-like vigilance. In the dappled shade of dry forest trees, the coppersmith barbet perches like a jewel, its steady tuk-tuk call echoing through the canopy as if hammering life into the stillness. Amid the dry trees, a lone Malabar starling gleams silver among the chestnut-tailed starlings, their chorus weaving a shimmering thread through the still forest air. In the dry trees, a flock of orange-breasted green pigeons gathers like living jewels, their soft cooing rippling through the still forest canopy. In the trees, the black-rumped flameback clings to the bark, its golden plumage flashing as it drums a resonant rhythm into the wood. In the canopy, the purple-rumped sunbird flits among the leaves while the racket-tailed drongo's piercing call rings out, commanding the forest's attention. On the jagged crown of a dried, broken coconut tree, the black-rumped flameback plays with lively energy, its golden feathers flashing against the stark wood. Clinging upright to the trunk, the black-rumped flameback couple gleams in gold and ebony, a striking duet upon the bark. In the lofty canopy, the Malabar-pied hornbill busily plucks fruits, its powerful bill a deft tool in the endless rhythm of forest life. In the sunlit canopy, the white-cheeked barbet's ringing call cuts through the air, while nearby the Malabar-pied hornbill busily feasts on fruits. In the dry thickets, the small minivet flashes like a living ember, its bright plumage igniting the bushes with sudden color. Amid the fruiting branches, the black-hooded oriole gleams like a jewel, plucking golden berries with practiced grace. Side by side in the canopy, the common iora and red-vented bulbul pause from the bustle of the day, carefully preening their feathers in quiet ritual. At the treetop's edge, the gray-breasted prinia lifts its voice, a clear, ringing call that carries across the scrubland. From its watchful perch, the bronze drongo launches into the air, a flash of metallic sheen vanishing into the sky.
Perched lightly upon the wire, the juvenile oriental magpie robin surveys its world with bright curiosity a fleeting moment of youth balanced between earth and sky. Atop its perch, the gray-breasted Prinia lifts its voice, delivering the timeless cadence of its classic song to the open air. The white-browed bulbul cleanses its feathers, then alights upon the wire, where its clear call begins to fill the air. Hidden among the foliage, the Jerdon's leaf bird gleams in emerald hues, a quiet jewel of the bushes. The common Iora, after carefully preening her feathers, ascends to the top perch, pausing with keen eyes to survey the world around her. Rarely glimpsed, the Nilgiri-wood pigeon rests upon a branch, a shy sentinel of the forest canopy. In full breeding splendor, the purple sunbird gleams among the bushes, a radiant spark of color in the green. The Malabar pied hornbill, absorbed in preening, is soon joined by its mate, and together they sit upon the branch, an elegant pair framed in quiet companionship. Unlike its gray cousin that is endemic to Western Ghats, the Malabar pied hornbill is found in Indian subcontinent. It stands as a striking emblem of these forests. Perched quietly upon the branch, the spotted dove gentle coos, a soft murmur that drifts through the stillness of the forest air. Sitting atop a broken branch, the white-throated kingfisher sits in vivid splendor, its bright plumage a striking beacon against the quiet backdrop of the forest. Resting quietly atop the tree, the Brahmini kite exudes a calm majesty, its watchful gaze surveying the world below in serene command. Two scaly-breasted Mienias perch upon the wire, their quiet companionship etched against the open sky. In the quiet of the bushes, a lone jungle babbler lingers, its watchful presence a subtle whisper of the undergrowth. Drawn to the small white flowers, the vernal hanging parrot flutters into the trees, its emerald form a vivid spark amid the blossoms.